my channel Hans Commerce Tutorial for the lectures on commerce, accounts, finance and management. My suggestion to you, before watching the video, please go to the description below my video. You'll find a link there. Take a printout of the problems given in the link and keep it ready before watching the video so that you can be able to understand the problem, the solution and the explanation to get the maximum benefit from the lectures. Thank you. So we were discussing the eighth problem. Eighth one, a company issues 5,000 12% debentures of rupees 100 each at a discount of 5%. So 5,000 into 100, 5 lakh rupees of debentures were issued. 12% interest. So 5 lakh into 12%, 60,000 is the interest. And it was issued at 5% discount. तो नेट प्रोसीड्स जब मालूम करेंगे तो 5 लाख रुपीस में से 5% डिस्काउंट माइनस कर दें. द कमीशन पेबल टू अंडरराइटर्स एंड ब्रोकर्स आर 25,000. So these are the flotation cost. The face value minus discount minus flotation cost. That will give you NP. The debentures are redeemable after 5 years. This is the first problem where we have redeemable debentures. So different formula will be applied for calculating KD. Compute the after-tax cost of debt assuming a tax rate of 50%. So KD after tax. Calculation of cost of debt KD, redeemable debentures. Redeemable debentures KD after tax. I plus P minus NP by N divided by P plus NP by 2 into 1 minus T into 100. This formula will be applied whenever we have redeemable debt. अगर irredeemable रहता तो प्रीवियस प्रॉब्लम में जो अप्लाई करें I divided by NP into 1 minus T. So here I stands for interest on debentures. Interest on debenture 12% of 5 lakh comes to 60,000. P means amount payable on redemption. जब redemption होगा 5 साल के बाद जब कंपनी वापस देगी तो कभी वापस पार वैल्यू पे देती, कभी प्रीमियम पर देती, कभी डिस्काउंट पर देती. प्रॉब्लम में देता. रिडम्पशन कैसे करेंगे? अगर प्रॉब्लम साइलेंट है, कुछ भी नहीं दिया, तो ये एज्यूम करना है कि पार वैल्यू, इट इज रिडीम्ड एट फेस वैल्यू. तो अमाउंट पेएबल ऑन रिडम्पशन इज फेस वैल्यू 5 लाख. नेट प्रोसीड्स ऑन इश्यू करते हो डिस्काउंट पर इश्यू करें और 25,000 रुपीज फ्लोटेशन कॉस्ट है. तो 5 लाख रुपीज में से 5% इट कम्स टू 25,000. तो 25,000 डिस्काउंट एंड 25,000 फ्लोटेशन कॉस्ट. तो नेट प्रोसीड्स यू विल गेट 4,50,000. N means period of redemption 5 years given. Tax rate is 50% given. Now we substitute the values in the given formula. So KD after tax is equal to I 60,000 plus P minus NP. P is 5 lakh minus 4,50,000 divided by 5. Whole divided by 5 lakh plus 4,50,000 divided by 2 into 1 minus 0.5 into 100 into 100. So that comes to 60,000 plus 5 lakh minus 4,50,000 is 50,000. 50,000 divided by 5 is 10,000. Divided by 5 plus 4, 9,50,000 divided by 2. It is 9,25,000. 5 lakh plus 4,50,000. That is 4,75,000 into 0.5 into 100. So 70,000 divided by 4,75,000 into 0.5 into 100. It comes to 7.37%. That's it. 7.37%. This is the KD after tax. This is the first problem where we have applied redeemable debt. Come on, we'll start the ninth problem. See the problem number 9. A company issues 10 lakh rupees 10% redeemable debentures at a discount of 5%. Again, it is specifically given redeemable. The cost of flotation amount to 30,000. The debentures are redeemable after 5 years. Calculate the after-tax cost of debt assuming a tax rate of 50%. Exactly similar to the previous problem. It is 9th problem. KD after tax. Cost of debt. KD. KD after tax, I plus P minus NP divided by N whole by P plus NP divided by 2 into 1 minus T into 100. Now I is equal to, what is the rate of interest? 10% of 10 lakhs. P is equal to amount payable on redemption. Nothing is given, so we take the face value. NP, net proceeds on issue. So it is the face value minus 5% discount. Face value is 10 lakh. Minus 5% is 50,000. And is there any flotation cost? Yes, flotation cost is 30,000. Minus 30,000. So rupees 9,20,000. Net proceeds are 9,20,000. And N is equal to period of redemption. How many years are given? 5 years. T is equal to tax rate 50%, 0.5. That's it. All the values are given. Simply we have to substitute in the formula. So I is 1 lakh. Plus P minus NP. P is 10 lakhs. Minus 9,20,000. Divided by 5 years. Whole divided by 10 lakh plus 9,20,000 divided by 2. Into 1 minus 0.5 into 100. So it is 16,000 divided by 9,60,000. So it comes to 6.04%. That's it. Exactly similar to the previous problem. See the 10th problem. A firm issues debentures of rupees 1 lakh and realizes 98,000 after allowing 2% commission. So it is given, a firm issues debentures of rupees 1 lakh and realizes 98,000 after allowing 2% commission to brokers. This commission to brokers are flotation cost. तो 1 लाख रुपये का 2% जो है 2,000 होगा. तो 1 लाख में से 2,000 निकाल दो, 98,000 is the net proceeds on issue. The debentures carry interest at 10%. The debentures are due for maturing at the end of 10th year. So again, redeemable debentures. Tax rate 50%. You are required to calculate cost of debt before and after tax. So in this problem, the new point is we have to calculate both before as well as after tax. Calculation of cost of debt, KD. Redeemable debentures. KD before tax. See, I am calculating before tax. Before tax means we are not going to multiply with 1 minus t. If we have to calculate after tax, we multiply with 1 minus t. Here, without 1 minus t before tax. I is equal to interest. The interest is 10%. P is equal to amount payable on redemption. Nothing is given, we take the face value. Then NP, net proceeds on issue, 98,000. N is equal to 10 years. T is equal to tax rate 50%. That's it. So KD before tax is equal to 10,000 plus 1 lakh minus 98,000 divided by 10 years. 1 lakh plus 98,000 divided by 2 into 100. So 10,000 plus 2,000 divided by 10 is 200 divided by 99,000. 10,200 divided by 99,000 into 100. 10.3%. This 10.3% is the KD before tax. We have to calculate KD after tax also. We have to calculate KD after tax also. So KD after tax is equal to KD before tax into 1 minus T. KD before tax we got 10.3. 1 minus 0.5. 10.3 into 0.5. 5.15. This is the KD after tax. This is the KD after tax. Now, see the 11th problem. Problem number 11. A company issues 1 lakh rupees 1 lakh 10% redeemable preference shares. This is the first problem on redeemable preference. Previous problems we have seen irredeemable. So redeemable preference shares at the end of the 10th year from the year of their issue. The underwriting costs came to 2%. Calculate the effective cost of preference capital. So it is 11th problem. Calculation of cost of preference capital. Redeemable. Preference shares. KP. DP plus P minus NP divided by N divided by P plus NP divided by 2 into 100. See here. In this case, we should not multiply 1 minus T. The tax shield will be there only for debentures, only for debt. जहाँ पर इंटरेस्ट पे कर रहे हैं वहाँ पर टैक्स शील्ड मिलता है, टैक्स बेनिफिट मिलता है. तो इसके लिए 1 minus T से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे whenever we calculate KD. लेकिन KP मालूम करने के लिए there is no tax shield, no benefit. So we should not multiply 1 minus T. तो DP is equal to preference dividend. What is the rate? 10% of 1 lakh is equal to 10,000. NP, P is equal to amount payable on redemption, that is equal to face value 1 lakh. Net proceeds on issue, face value minus 2%. 2% flotation cost, that is equal to 1 lakh minus 2% is equal to rupees 98,000. N is equal to 10 years. That's it. Now we substitute KP is equal to DP is 10,000. P minus NP. 1 lakh minus 98,000 divided by 10. Now 10,000 KP is equal to 10,000 plus 1 lakh minus 98,000, 2,000. 2,000 by 10 is 200 divided by 99,000. 10,200 divided by 99,000 into 100. So KP is equal to 10.3. That's it. This is the specific cost of preference capital, KP. So far we have done the problems on KP and KD, cost of preference and cost of debentures. Now the next problem is KE, cost of equity capital. Problem number 12. Calculate the cost of equity. So we have to calculate cost of equity, KE, whose shares are quoted at rupees 120. Quoted का मतलब market price of share. In the market it is quoted as 120 rupees. 120 रुपये में market price चल रहा है. The dividend at the end of the year is expected to be 9.72 dividend per share and the growth rate is 8%. So actually there are different approaches for calculating KE. तो प्रॉब्लम के इंफॉर्मेशन के हिसाब से हमको वो अप्रोच अप्लाई करना. In our problem we are given market price, we are given dividend and we are given growth. So we apply DP plus G approach. According to DP plus G approach, comma, the cost of equity KE is equal to D by P into 100 plus G. D is equal to dividend per share. That is given in the problem. Dividend per share is 9.72. P is equal to market price per share. That is given as 120 rupees. G is equal to growth rate. The growth rate is given in the problem 8%. Now KE is equal to 9.72 divided by 120 into 100 plus 8. Cost of capital KE is 16.1. So 9.72 divided by 120 into 100, you will get 8.1. 8.1 plus 8. 16.1 is the cost of equity KE. Now see the 13th problem. Problem number 13. Your company's share is quoted in the market at rupees 20 currently. The company pays a dividend of rupee 1 per share. So market price of share is 20 rupees, dividend per share 1 rupee, and the investors market expects a growth rate of 5%. तो ये प्रॉब्लम में भी आपको मार्केट प्राइस दे दिया, डिविडेंड दे दिया, ग्रोथ रेट दे दिया. So we apply DP plus G approach. Compute the company's cost of capital, equity cost of capital. So straightforward problem. First bit easily we can find out. 13th problem. A bit. K is equal to D by P into 100 plus G. Dividend is given in the problem 1 rupee. Market price is 20 into 100 plus growth rate is 5%. Cost of capital we got 10%. A bit completed. We have completed the A bit. Now, B bit. It is anticipated, if the anticipated growth rate is 6%, G is equal to 6%. Calculate the inflated market price, P is equal to how much? It is asking you what is the new market price if the growth rate has become 6%. Again we apply the formula, K is equal to D by P into 100 plus G. Cost of equity KE already we got 10%. Dividend per share is same 1 rupee. Price we have to calculate. And growth rate is given in the problem as 6%. Right? So we can write like this. 10 is equal to 100 divided by P plus 6. Now we can take this 6 to LHS. Here it is plus 6, there it will become minus 6. So we can write 10 minus 6 is equal to 100 by P. 10 minus 6 is 4 is equal to 100 by P. Now if we make a cross multiplication, 4P is equal to 100, P is equal to 100 divided by 4, 25. Therefore, market price per share is equal to rupees 25. Second B bit completed. Market price per share is rupees 25. Now, C bit. C bit. If the company's cost of capital is 8%, KE is equal to 8%. And the anticipated growth rate is 5%. Calculate the indicated market price. P is equal to how much? If the dividend of rupee 1 per share is maintained, D is equal to 100. That's all. All the information is given. Simply we have to calculate the market price. KE is equal to D by P into 100 plus G. K is given in the problem 8. D is given 1. P we have to find out. Growth rate is given 5. Right? Take this 5 to LHS. So 8 minus 5 is equal to 100 by P. 8 minus 5, 3. Now we'll make a cross multiplication. 3P is equal to 100. P is equal to 100 by 3. New market price per share is 33.33. We got the value of P. One last problem we have on specific cost. अभी जो कर रहे हैं हम ये प्रॉब्लम स्पेसिफिक कॉस्ट के है. इंडिविजुअली वी आर कैलकुलेटिंग फॉर KD, KP, KE. अलग अलग मालूम कर रहे हैं, ये स्पेसिफिक कॉस्ट, कंपोनेंट कॉस्ट कहते हैं इसको। अब इसके बाद जो प्रॉब्लम्स रहेंगे, कंबाइंड कॉस्ट, वेटेड एवरेज कॉस्ट ऑफ कैपिटल, ओवरऑल कॉस्ट ऑफ कैपिटल, कंबाइंड कॉस्ट ऑफ कैपिटल, कंपोजिट कॉस्ट ऑफ कैपिटल, सबका मतलब एक ही। सी द नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम 14. The DPS of a firm is expected to be rupee 1. DPS stands for dividend per share. Rupee 1, and is expected to grow at 6%. Determine the cost of equity, KE is equal to how much? Assuming the market price per share is 25. That's it. This is the information given in the problem, and we are required to calculate the cost of equity. Dividend per share is 1 rupee. Market price per share is 25. Plus growth rate is 6. 10%. 10% is the cost of equity. 15th problem. Problem number 15. Following are the details regarding the capital structure of a company. कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर दे दिया, टाइप ऑफ कैपिटल, डिबेंचर्स, प्रेफरेंस कैपिटल, इक्विटी कैपिटल, रिटेन अर्निंग्स। बुक वैल्यूज आर गिवन 40,000 डिबेंचर्स, 10,000 प्रेफरेंस कैपिटल, 60,000 इक्विटी कैपिटल, 20,000 रिटेन अर्निंग। टोटल कैपिटल एम्प्लॉयड इज 1,30,000। ये बुक वैल्यूज है। एक्चुअली सिक्योरिटीज के दो वैल्यूज रहते हैं, एक बुक वैल्यू कहते हैं और एक मार्केट वैल्यू। बुक वैल्यू का मतलब द वैल्यू विच इज रिप्रेजेंटेड इन द बैलेंस शीट। बैलेंस शीट में जो अपीयर होते हैं, बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट में लिखाया जाता है, ये बुक वैल्यूज है। और मार्केट वैल्यू का मतलब द वैल्यू विच इज ट्रेडेड इन द मार्केट, द वैल्यू एट विच द सिक्योरिटी इज ट्रेडेड इन द मार्केट। अब इक्विटी शेयर है, 100 रुपए का फेस वैल्यू है, मार्केट में कुछ भी रह सकता, 100 से कम भी रह सकता, 100 से ज्यादा भी रह सकता, ये मार्केट वैल्यू। तो हियर इन दिस केस डिबेंचर्स का बुक वैल्यू 40,000 है, मार्केट में उसका वैल्यू 38,000 चल रहा है। उसी तरह प्रेफरेंस कैपिटल 10,000, 11,000, इक्विटी कैपिटल 60,000, 1,20,000, रिटर्न अर्निंग 20,000 डैश। स्पेसिफिक कॉस्ट आर गिवन। The specific cost of each type of capital, debentures 5%, preference 8%, equity 13%, and return earning 9%. Previous problem में specific cost of capital we have calculated, but in this problem specific cost of each source of finance is given. क्या मालूम करना है? You are required to determine the weighted average cost of capital. Simply we call it as WACC. WACC